Propertymark in the 2030s. Today I'm joined by Stephen McCarron, who is this year's National Association of Estate Agent Propertymark President. Stephen, you've got some thoughts on where Propertymark should be, not necessarily next year or the next 5 years, but 10 or 20 years. Talk to me.
Well, I have seen such a change in Propertymark in 12 months than probably in the last 5 years prior to that.
What's the catalyst behind that?
There are two or three people in particular, but there's no doubt in my mind the first person has to be Nathan Emerson. And I didn't get to know Nathan very well until recently. And that guy is on a mission. He is a force deterror. He is something else. And he has a vision. And a vision that I don't think anybody else could have brought that organisation. Nikki Heathcote, the executive chair, is another lady who is all about modernisation and reform and looking ahead. And then we have the most important person of all, Mr. Jason Lee. He is, in my mind, something completely different. He is out there blazing the trail every day for Propertymark, and he is an exceptional human being. But that group of three people, and that's not to say everybody else around them, the board are doing an absolutely fantastic job. There's a couple of new members have joined this year, and then the team at Urban House. Everybody's focused. We're not standing still. We're not waiting for things to come to us. We are going to them. And I can see a different Propertymark, even from the one we see now, in the next 5 years. And it is becoming, it's always been a professional organisation, but it's becoming even more professionalised. People want to achieve higher standards. And it's just a great place to be at the minute. The buzz around the place is unbelievable. And I'm really happy that I've had this opportunity to be president this year to see what's actually happening, and I'm seeing it from behind the scenes.
Answering the question, where do you see it in 10 years' time?
Where would I like to see it? I would like it to be an organisation that is not only preeminent, and I know this has been talked about in the past, but why not chartered?
Under one banner, what's your thoughts? The fact is that it's almost like a broad church. You've got ALA, you've got ANA, NAEA.
This has been discussed to death. What do you do?
You've got Sam. Well, you've got.
Well, I have one thing to say, right? I do not want to be a fop, and I don't think anybody wants to be a mop. So I don't think fellow of Propertymark or member of Propertymark is going to look good. But do I see it coming under one brand? I just think there's two. I just don't see it happening. I think we will all talk about Propertymark, but we will all have our divisions, and that will remain.
So Propertymark is the broad church with it, but with core central pillars within it.
Yeah.
So ALA will always be ALA, National Association of Estate Agents will always be, and then the others.
No, I'm not saying because I have no crystal ball.
No.
Maybe what will happen is you'll have a residential, and you'll have a lettings, and you'll have an auction, and you'll have.
Well, that's just the same with different names.
It is, but what it does, what we might go to is strip out NAEA and Arla and just call it residential lettings. That's a possibility. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think that's a possibility.
Change. We don't do change.
Oh, we do change.
Do you?
We do.
But you'd like to go to a chartered, so you're basically fighting against the likes of the RICS. Not fighting, toe to toe.
I don't even see it that way. I think the RICS has a distinct market at which they aim towards, and residential isn't really their thing. It's a small part of what the RICS does, but the RICS does not hold itself out to be the preeminent residential estate agents are letting.
No, because they're everywhere. They're commercial, agricultural, anything.
Yeah. But I think
we're not treading on
toes, and we're not going toe to toe with anybody, and we're not trying to go toe to toe with anybody. And I'm not saying it's happening, but for me, that would be the one thing I think we should aim towards.
What needs to happen to get to that point?
There's lots of things need to happen. It's not that simple. Just even
okay.
I've
give me some though.
So to become a chartered, any chartered organisation, will have to have minimally a degree level qualification. That's just how that'll be.
But they won't even take a level 3 qualification to join Propertymark. A degree?
Why not? Why not? Is there a good reason not to? There are a lot of people out there who strive to be the best they can be. And level 4
Okay,
is,
I'd agree with you on letting agents, but a lot of estate agents, all they care about is market share and how big their what's names are.
as I say, we are an evolving market. We are in an evolving world of regulation. And that is going to change
Do you think that would professionalise the industry?
completely. I don't think there's any doubt. Now, I'm talking here today to you, Stephen McCarron, not NAEA president in this regard, but this is what I would wish to see. This is what I hope will happen.
Do you think you'll see it in your lifetime?
Yeah. Unless I'm going to die tomorrow, yeah, I think I'll see it in my lifetime.
Do you think ROPA, when it does come, will be the catalyst to that?
No, I don't. I don't.
So the most
Is
important
ROPA
thing...
going to come is the question. Is it going to come? Who knows?
Okay, but it's only going to come if estate agents and letting agents lose business because you're not that. So therefore, how do we change the perception of the customers, which is homeowners and landlords, to say I want someone who's better, who's qualified?
Well, I mean, I think where we're at this minute in time, and you'll have noticed this, the Phil Spencer piece that we're doing at the moment. Phil is championing Propertymark, but it's consumer led. It's aimed towards the consumer, and we are trying to educate the consumer. And that doesn't necessarily, we're not necessarily the best people to do it. We should be.
You should be. You've got thousands of members.
Yeah, but you know,
Should you
from
be giving
small
more? Should you go on?
from small acorns grow big trees.
Do you think you should be giving more ammunition to your members to actually fly the flag? I mean, let's be honest. The only reason Rightmove got so big is that everyone threw stuff in their windows. Do you think estate agents and your members and letting agents should be doing the same?
Absolutely, absolutely. And there are education pieces around that as well, and we are aiming to get that done. But again, there's more substance and more of a buzz now to Propertymark than there's ever been.
I'll
in
give
my
you
opinion.
that.
Yeah,
I will give you that.
and people are picking up on that.
The organisation is transformed in the last 2 or 3 years.
I don't recognise it, but I'm very happy to be part of it.
I'm in contact with a number of Propertymark people, and it's just amazing. It's almost like they've been picked up and replaced with aliens because they're a completely different person.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah,
I
of
felt
course.
people were being held back, or being not downtrodden, but just held back. Or not.
Comfortable doesn't work. You can't be comfortable. You have to step out of your comfort zone and be consistently looking to achieve more and aim higher.
Okay.
And that's what's happening at this minute in time.
Well, I'll give you your point. The 3 people that you've mentioned are truly exceptional, and I think if you and future presidents, executives, and the members that form part of the organisation can continue to drive and support that, then those things could happen, definitely. Thank you for your time today, Stephen.
Thank you very much.